So fishing the Gloucester Canal today, fishing bread at 7 metres, and catching a roach every put. Not big, but very welcome. And then I got a ground bait line at 11 metres, just loose feeding pinkies, cupped in 4 balls of ground bait. So Mark Pollard's Supercharged, which is a nice dark ground bait, which I think is just important. Water's quite clear. And just give them that time to rest. So hopefully just catch on bread as long as possible. Because we're pleasure fishing, probably be able to catch on it all day, to be honest. And just let that ground bait line sort of settle and build up. It's a nice sized fish. Yeah, like that. Good stampers, to be honest. So I've got a 0.8 gram Sensas float. I think it's called Catfish. I'll put the link in the description below. And I've literally just got 2 number 11 droppers, 07 bottom to a 20 hook, and it couldn't be no simpler really, and a bulk above that, 8-inch hook length, 2 shot 8 inches in separation, and then my bulk. Medium slice Warburton's fresh loaf, the fresher the better for the hook, and then just feed in punch crum just because it sinks quicker. Just make sure you take your time when you mix it. Definitely want an atomizer as well. It does dry out throughout the day. So be careful not to overcook it, so to speak, by putting too much water in it. Otherwise you'll have a mess. And you definitely want to riddle it. If I was catching like proper big roach and skimmers and stuff, then I wouldn't bother riddling it. It's quite coarse, the Hinders stuff. Also, regular topping up has been quite important today as well. So if fish get really small, then just top it up with a smaller ball. Don't be lazy. And also go straight on it. The bread just needs to be instant. And just keep loose feeding that ground bait and pinky line at 11 metres. Sometimes holding the red dead still right on top of your feet can be good, and other times you just got to run it through, so you got to vary it. To be honest, holding it still has been better today, and been catching a bit bigger ones as well. It's a nice plump fish, a bit like me. Well, actually I lost a bit of weight. To be honest with you, I've forgotten how good this fishing actually is. It's just going to hold it dead still. And it's simple. And just feeding, I just literally, when it tails off, then I'd feed it. And feed it quite positive, decent sort of size balls as well. I wouldn't feed a ball of chuck. No need. If you're getting bites, then don't ruin it by keep feeding, if that makes sense. Sometimes just lift it up and drop it. You can get a bite. So just hold it still and just lifting it up. And the bread's still on. Gosh, this is the longest I waited for a bite. Just let it run now. Maybe the fish just backed off. Maybe a pike's come through the peg, zander. Maybe it is time to just rest it and go on that ground bait line. Right, so the bread line's been really good. I didn't count my fish. I'd imagine I probably have had 50 roach on the bread. And in that meantime, I've been loose feeding pinkies over the ground bait. So I fed the ground bait right at the beginning. So I fed my bread first and my ground bait on the 11 metre line. And then the loose feeding pinkies. And I probably caught 50 roach, probably about an hour and 20 minutes. Maybe a bit longer, hour and a half. Not that it matters, pleasure fishing. Also, because you've got depth of water, you definitely want to be striking. So you've probably got about 12 foot out there. I thought I took on the drop. Just held up my drop shot. So just fishing double pinkie on a size 20 hook. .07 bottom. 0.14 main line. 1 gram Trabuco float, 8-inch hook length, and then I got 2 droppers, 8 inches apart, and then my bulk, 1 gram Trabuco float. It's a nice round body, so I can just hold against that flow. Nice fibre bristle. So you can buy tickets on the bank. It costs £4. Or you can join it, £26 a year, and it starts from the day you join. So not like March to March. There you go. Similar sort of stamp fish on the pinkie. Sometimes they're smaller than breadfish. I'd always suggest sticking the pole down the towpath, not across it, because some of the bites come really, really fast. And you don't want to be having any rows or losing any pole sections. Real nice weight builders these are, especially if you're fishing a match. Or fishing the national, if it goes ahead. Fingers crossed for you boys. Division 2 national. So basically just feeding pinkies every chuck, probably feeding about 20. Not worried about keeping them stupidly tight, not carp fishing.